For our demo today, we're going to be talking about rotoscope animation and creating it in Photoshop. So what a rotoscope animation is it's drawing on top of a video, and it's not going to look perfect. There's not going to be onion skin, so we can't see what was drawn before, and it's going to have this kind of choppy look to it, just like what we see on the screen right now. To get started, I downloaded videos from Pexels, so I can get some royalty-free video. So we're just gonna use some found footage. You're gonna go up to File, Import, Video Frames to Layers. Find your video, hit Open. This video that I downloaded is much longer than what I actually edited. So what I can do is I can grab this right handle and trim my video to where I want it to end. So let's say roughly here. That's going to change it from beginning to end to selected range only. Then I'm going to limit how many frames I'm showing. For this demo, I'm going to choose every 5 frames, but you should play around to see what works best for you in your video. I'm going to hit OK. It'll open up in a new document, and now I have 19 frames to draw on. If you do not have this layer down here, or this window, you're going to go to Window and click on Timeline. So yours might look like this right now. And so when I go to Window Timeline, it should pop up my frames. So on the bottom are my frames, on the right are my layers. The way this works is that every frame is going to show whatever is visible in layers, so that whatever has an eyeball. Today I'm going to do more destructive editing, which means that I am going to draw directly on my video layer. You can do editing where you create a new layer. So how I just hit new layer and it came up with layer 20. But you have to be careful with this, because then when I go to layer 20, or sorry, frame 2, sometimes it can start showing other frames and other layers, and it just gets a little messy. So you have to be very organized when you do it this way. So again, for today's purposes, I am just going to be working directly on the layers. So I'm going to take my brush. You guys are working with the tablets, so go ahead and choose your brush, choose your color, and unlike the last one where I outlined his glasses and his shirt and I wrote nope, I'm just going to outline in white his hair and his head, and I'll do his glasses again. And I'm not being extremely careful, especially since this is just for a demo, but then I'm going to go to frame 2, make sure I'm on layer 2, and edit again. So let's just draw. And again, there's no onion skin, so I'm not hitting the lines perfectly to line up. It's going to look choppy, and that's perfectly fine. That's the look I want it to have. I'm going to do the rest of these frames. We're going to speed this up so you don't have to sit here and watch me, and then we will talk about exporting when I'm done. Alright, so now that I'm done, I'm going to hit play just to see how it's looking. It's looking perfect how I want it, but it's going a little too fast. The animation is just not holding the frames for as long as I want it to. To change this, I can hit the first frame, hold shift on my keyboard, and then click on the last one to select them all. And then any of these 0.04s, that's how long that frame is being held. I can click on it, go to other, and I can change it. So if I want to hold it for a little longer, I'll go to like 0.02. Or sorry, 0.08. That will hold it longer. So now it's held a little longer. 0.02 would have sped it up. So this is that 0.08. And then let's try 0.02 just so you can see what it looks like. Go to other, change that to 0.02. And then it's going to go a little faster, right? So 2 times faster than what it did. So I like it to hold a little longer, so I don't know, let's try 0.06 and just call it a day there. So now it's exactly where I want it, and I'm ready to export. To export, File, Export, Save for Web. Then my option in this will say a GIF. I'm going to hit save. Make sure you name it. Tell it what folder to go into, and hit save. Then to check to see if it actually animates, you're going to take your file and drag it into a web browser. So I'm going to go to that folder called animation. I'll take the Roto demo. I'm going to drag it into Google Chrome, and I make sure that it plays. If yours doesn't play, something happened with that export. So you just want to make sure that you go and fix that. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck and have fun.